Hey everyone, this is VJose32 back with some more deck reviews. I've got a bunch of them I'm going to look at right now, so I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to be looking at Hoyles. And Hoyle, like your standard Hoyle Shellbacks. They also have the Trumps. They also have the Mavericks. And they also have one that I just got yesterday, PGC, Professional Gambling Cards. And as far as I know, there aren't any other decks by Hoyle out there right now. But I'm going to quickly kind of look at these. For your standard Hoyle Shellbacks, they basically come in a few different colors that you can find. There's a red and a blue, of course. There's also a pink deck, which is pretty cool, and there's kind of a blue and green deck. And I've also seen pictures of a kind of an orange colored deck, but I've never been able to find that one. They do also have a couple of other decks. One has got a bunch of stripes on the back, and the other one, I think there's a different one as well, but those are not very nice looking, so I never got them. Anyway, front of the box looks like that on all of them. There's Hoyle official playing cards, poker size, plastic coated on the bottom, and then there's their spade pip with Hoyle on it. On this side says Hoyle Products, Cincinnati, Ohio. Then there's a little logo at the bottom for Hoyle. On the other side, same thing. On the top it says Nevada Finish, although you can't really make it out because of the seal. And it has a Hoyle seal, as I'll show in a minute. And in the bottom it says Hoyle Poker Size number 1201, and there's a barcode. And the only difference in these is got different numbers on the bottom, but they're all basically the same on the sides, top, front. And they all have this. This is what the back design looks like. Obviously you see the back of the cards. They all have a Hoyle guaranteed seal. It says guaranteed, made in USA, Hoyle Products. Pretty cool. The red one has the same back. The only big difference is these ones have a back that has a cross-cut section showing the back and the faces of the cards because they're not standard. And we'll quickly look at those once we get to it. The flap, some trademark information as usual. Inside the cards, they're all plastic coated. Pretty standard pips. This is one of the Jokers and it has a guarantee on it. It's a jester looking guy with only his head, and then he's also got a head on a stick. And then he also has all four suits around him. And it says Joker at both corners, and there's a guarantee. There is one more Joker, it's a little bit different though. The Ace of Spades looks like that, it says Poker, and then it has a nice spade pip that says Hoyle. I really like that spade pip, it's pretty nice. And then Hoyle Products, Cincinnati, Ohio at the bottom. So go through the cards. I'll show you some of the court cards. They look like that. They are Hoyle faces is what they are. They're different than bicycles and bees to some extent. This is the other Joker. It says according to Hoyle, which is also on the side of the box like I showed you. And it says Hoyle and then it says Joker on both sides. Nothing too spectacular, oops, about these Jokers. There go all my cards. Gotta love when that happens. Again, the court cards. Kind of an older style faces, you know, that they're alright, but they're not the nicest looking court cards. That's what you get with a deck of Hoyle. And again, the back design, I really like that back design. It's really nice. Similar to Rider Back, but different. But just really a kind of classic style. These cards, they spread really nicely, as you can see. shuffle nicely. They dribble really nicely. Oops, that wasn't a very good dribble. And they are plastic coated. They almost look like they're air cushion finished, though. To be honest with you, I think they are. I'd say that they are air cushion finished, but apparently they are plastic coated. That's what it says on the box. But they are very good quality. They fan pretty good. If you can't get your hand on a deck of bees or bicycles, and you can get your hand on a deck of foils, I recommend it. They're a good quality card, long lasting, and durable. Quickly, so to get this green deck, you do get a couple of ad cards. That may or may not have been with the red deck and blue deck. The back is kind of a light blue with green borders and green faces. The pips are almost orangey in color. And all the pips are like that: spades, hearts, diamonds. Court cards, kind of the same as the other ones, except that they are all in kind of that same color. Joker, same thing, but all, you know, orangey, almost peachy color or pink. Again, same according to Hoyle. And the ace of spades, also the same, except that it's a different color. Basically, everything is the same except the colors. And again, same good quality, same stock and finish. And the pink, again, has some ad cards, play by the rules and whatnot. The back is a nice pink color, I like that. Similar to the fuchsia bicycles. The faces have pink pips for all the cards. There's a joker, same thing. One thing you will notice is clubs and spades have this darker pink. Wow, diamonds and hearts have this a lighter pink for the pips. So they actually have different colors for the pips, although they're very similar. Court cards, just like the other decks, except they're all pink. And they got both colors of pink in them, the darker pink and the lighter pink. The pip, the ace of spades, I should say, looks really nice in pink. And there is one more joker, according to Hoyle, same thing. And these ones I like. Nice. I like them better than the green ones because the green ones, the pips are all the same color. These ones you can actually see a difference in the colors. I always prefer decks that have two different colors for the pips, no matter what the colors actually are. Or they're black and white, or red and white, or the regular black and red, whatever colors they might be. And that is those Hoyle Shellbacks. Now let's look at these Trumps. The front says Trump brand plain cards, and then there's a spade pip with Trump on it, and then it says plain cards again. On the side it says Hoyle Products, Cincinnati, Ohio, made in China. That ought to ring a bell for what the quality is going to be like. On the side it says plastic coated plain cards. Top it says poker sized Trump. And the bottom it says order code 3942. Visit our website usplayingcard.com, and there is a barcode. And in the back, see the back design. It's not a bad back design. And one thing you'll see, there's no seal. That's because it came off. They were just completely falling off when I got these in the mail. And then you got some trademark information on the flap, which you can't really see. Open it up. Code cards are the same. The number cards are the same. The ace of spades is kind of really plain. This is spade pip with trump in it, and it says Hoyle Products, Cincinnati, Ohio. Below that. And the jokers look like that, just a guy dancing while holding his hat, and it says Trump, and then it says Joker in the two corners. And I believe the other one is exactly the same. Yes, it is. And there's actually a third Joker, also exactly the same. So you get 3 Jokers. Yay. There's the back design again. It's not bad, but these cards are very plastic coated, like to the extreme. And yeah, they don't fan. They don't spread too badly, but not great in any way. Not terrible, I guess, but not good either. They do shuffle alright. Although it's hard to get them together. This card has some dirt on it. Weird. Some of these cards are dirty for some reason. But they are very plastic coated. Too much plastic coating. They do surprisingly dribble alright. And they do spread decently. But they don't fan very well. You know, it's a cheap deck. It's pretty cheap when I bought them, from what I can recall, and they are cheap quality, but they're probably better than what you can find at your local dollar store or discount store. But they are made in China, and for some reason they're all extremely dirty. I don't know why. But anyway, that's what you get with the trumps. I wouldn't really recommend buying these unless you really have no choice, or you really want to add them to your collection. Speaking of bad, it's time for the Mavericks. They come in red and blue. The front says Maverick, and plain cards in it is big spade pip. It says Maverick, and the spade pip is pretty nice looking on these cards as well. The side says Hoyle Products, Cincinnati, Ohio, made in USA. Same with this side, and again you got the according to Hoyle logo at the bottom. Top it says plastic coated, and there's that guaranteed Hoyle seal, and then the bottom says Maverick Poker number 205. And in the back you get the back design and yay, a barcode. I always love barcodes on the back of a deck of cards. Yeah, not really. And then of course you got trademark information on the flap. Open it up. Again you get standard Hoyle faces. The Joker looks like this. Says Joker on both sides. Simply says Maverick. And it's just plastic coated, made in the USA at the bottom. So at least these aren't made in China. They're made in the USA. And then there's Ace of Spades, which was in my review of Aces of Spades the other day. Nice big spade pip that says Maverick. It's pretty nice, although kind of, you know, standard. It says Hoyle Products, Cincinnati, Ohio on the bottom. And I just noticed there's 2 spade pips here on the top of that Ace of Spades. Again, it's a pretty nice looking spade pip. The other Joker has a horse on it, and it says guaranteed Hoyle Products on the bottom, so it's a guarantee card as well. And I can't find any third Jokers, but there's the back design. Not bad. Nothing spectacular about it, but not bad. And let's have a look at the cards. How do they handle? Okay, they shuffle pretty good. They're a little bit better quality than the trumps that are made in China, that's for sure. It's up a step. They do spread pretty good. And that they even fan somewhat decently. I mean, the fan is not great, anything like that, but overall the stick is a bit better than the trumps. The trumps are just really cheap, made in China. I wouldn't recommend them. These ones, again, I probably wouldn't get them unless I'm into collecting cards. However, they are a bit better quality than the trumps. Alright. One more to look at, and that is these. And I apologize for this video going a little bit long, but I just decided might as well do all of these in one video. So this is the PGC, Professional Gambling Cards, as it says. PGC, and it says Professional Gambling Cards, and it says on the top, guaranteed quality, Diamondback, and it says playing cards, poker size, and then you got your Hoyle spade pip on the bottom, and you got some Diamondback designs as well. Pretty basic box front, nothing spectacular about it, but it's not bad. The side says Hoyle Products, St. Paul, Minnesota, not Cincinnati, Ohio, and printed in USA. This side, PGC playing cards. On the top, Professional Gambling Cards. The bottom is a barcode and a number. And in the back, you see it's Diamondback. That's the back of the cards. And then there is the Hoyle seal. And in the flap, some trademark stuff, and it says Hoyle Products. Inside the cards, you'll find a guarantee card, which is essentially a second joker. And that's what it looks like. Cards, you know, same standard Hoyle faces, as you can see. The Ace of Spades looks like that. It's not bad, but you know, it ain't the greatest either. It just says 21 special by Hoyle, and then there's a spade pip, and it says PGC in it. And the bottom says Hoyle Products, St. Paul, Minnesota, USA. And then the one joker looks like this. It says Joker on top. You got this square diamond symbol, whatever, on the two corners, made in the USA on the bottom. And in the middle, in this oval, it says guaranteed PGC 21 special, and then you have all 4 pips in there as well. It's different. Not bad, I guess, but not great either. The backs look like this. If you've seen my Mr. Maverick, actually, what you see in the corner of these cards is actually the Diamondback. Now that I see it. But it's somewhat similar to the Mr. Maverick cards that I reviewed not too long ago. And somewhat similar to the B's, but not quite the same. They do handle pretty good. They fan pretty nice, spread pretty nicely, as you can see. Fan not too badly from what we saw. Shuffle nicely. And again, they don't fan too badly. Quality is not bad. They are plastic coated. Almost as good as the regular Hoyle Shellbacks, I would have to say. Again, these ones are kind of hard to find, but if you want them, you can find them somewhere. Like I got them from cardsfrommagic.com. If not, if you're not interested in them, then you know, don't go out of your way to try and find them. But they aren't a bad deck of cards, but they're not spectacular either. Anyway, that's my review of the Hoyles. I will have more reviews coming up shortly, and I'm just about at 20 minutes here, so I will see you next time.